Alright, Kevin here from SearchDingo. I'm really excited about this video. I get to show you how I use the site. I've really made this site for me. I flip bench vices, other antique and vintage tools, and I was constantly searching Craigslist and trying to find faster ways of finding the good deals. And so I'm just going to walk you through my login. I'll show you my saved searches and kind of how I use the tool. So I'm going to log in. There is a remember me feature. That means you don't have to log in every time. Once you log in, you can see all of my saved searches. From here you can edit those searches or get results directly. Also on the home page, that same list shows up right now. I was doing this for an earlier video. I'll just get rid of the refrigerator. But my kind of bread and butter is vices. So let's look at my search first of all. I love vintage bench vices, stuff from the late 1800s all the way up to the 1980s, 1990s. They're great tools and just kind of become my niche of flipping. So I buy them on Craigslist, sometimes sell them back on Craigslist or on eBay. So I'm looking for a vice, V-I-S-E, but I also noticed over the years people search for V-I-C-E, they misspell it. I'm also looking at the plurals, so vices and vices with a C. I don't want vice grips, which are a type of pliers, so I put the singular and plural in there. I don't want a Miami Vice DVD, so let's add that in there. There's also a Vice magazine, V-I-C-E, so I'll add that negative term in there. This is just further refining and making sure that I'm only getting the results that I actually want. Once I have that done and I've edited my search, I'll click Get Results. I'll always start with the left panel. Now I check this multiple times a day, this actual search term, and this is what you have to do to find the best results and the best deals before they're kind of snagged quickly. So I'll start with the left tab. Chances are I searched this morning, so really, given the volume of vices listed on Craigslist, I really only have to look at the top 4 or 8 positions. These two are actually mine, but I can quickly scroll through, and once I click close on this tab, it automatically brings up my second tab, which is Philadelphia, which is not too far from my house. So I can scroll through. Lancaster, again, I'm just clicking through. I'm looking for ads that I haven't seen. Actually went to pick this one up and it was broken, and the guy never listed it. He didn't have images up for the first ad, and now he does, and he's still not selling it. I think he started at 100, he was down to 75, now he's down to 55, but neither here nor there. And here I can kind of go through, look at the site, and then I'll go and contact the seller and hopefully negotiate a deal. So I've got saved searches. Kind of the power of this, I started branching out into vintage tools, so let's look at that search. I've got vintage tools, antique tools, old tools, wood planes, misspelling there, P-L-A-I-N. Machinist tools, do very well with those. Usually you can find some decent machinist toolboxes, and there's usually some good Starrett and other brand machinist tools in there that'll sell well on eBay. Negative terms, I don't want kitchen tools. I don't want vintage ladles and tongs and stuff like that. When I look at those results, again, not a super high volume category, so I can quickly just run through here, visually scan the top 4 or 8 results. I've got a pretty good memory of what I've seen, And so quickly you can just search a wide area. All of these you can change the search radius and update that. Now it'll open up more. So it opens up South Jersey and Delaware in my results set. Other searches I have a fairly new compressor, but it's got a cheaper Century motor on it. So I'll actually, I have a search term built out here for just looking for a Baldor motor to keep on hand in case that cheaper motor that shipped with the compressor goes. My negative terms, I don't want a gas motor. Some people list an electric motor or gas engine as a gas motor. And I'm looking for 5 horsepower. So I put in 0.5 as a negative because there are half horsepowers that people list that way. And then when I get my results, I can find a fairly good result set. A lot of times I'm capturing actual 5 horsepower compressors. That's okay. I may be able to scavenge something off of that. Again, I start at the leftmost tab, and that allows me to just quickly flip through. Like here's a pretty decent deal. I've actually considered buying this one brand new in the box. But I've had that in my list here for probably 6 months. I don't check it every day, but there's other things that I do. Toolboxes, so they're highly collectible, especially the Craftsman. So I'll skim through, look at some of the deals, and it's a great way of finding products to flip, sell on eBay. So buy on Craigslist, sell on eBay. We'll also be adding eBay search results to this because there's some real power in buying on eBay and then reselling, and what you're looking for is new auction listings that have a buy it now that are a real good deal, and then you can just flip and sell for a higher amount. So that's how I use it. I really just built the site to allow me to save all of my searches and you know, give me the ability to generate those regular expressions a lot easier. In the future, we're going to add search suggestions, misspellings, synonyms, you know, really kick it up a notch and make it a little more friendly tool for the general population. But I built this for a power user like me, and I think a lot of people get some use out of it. As always, use the little guy down here on the left to leave a comment, rate us, feel free to reach out and you know, give us your feedback. Thank you.